Hey everybody. I know it's been a while. Lots been going on. I am 9 days post-op paniculectomy, and I'm not gonna be able to. Not gonna show anything, uh, because I keep my compression stuff on and things like that. I will talk a little bit about my experience. Had surgery on the 19th of June. It's the 20th. Yeah, 28th today. Or 29th, something like that. No, 29th. Today's 29th. So it's 10 days. I'm 10 days post op. Um, I lose time real easy right now because I'm just so tired. Um, Surgery wasn't so bad. I mean, day of surgery wasn't so bad. Um, they kept me pretty comfortable, pretty drugged up in the hospital. Um, they took somewhere between. I got conflicting numbers because one of the nurses in the recovery room said they took 8 pounds off. The doctor at my post op said she took 4. So somewhere between 4 and 8 pounds of skin off of my abdomen. They did the paniculectomy and abdominoplasty as well, um, which, strangely enough, uh, for the paniculectomy being something they cut stuff off, uh, honestly, the abdominoplasty hurts more. um, because they're pulling everything down and sewing the muscle back together if it's separated. She said she had to do a little bit of that. Um, but so I spent 2 nights in the hospital. I think 3 days total. Um, because I had problem. I had some complication. Um, I had trouble getting back to being able to use the restroom. Uh, they had to do quite a few things to me that were very uncomfortable in the hospital. So we just couldn't get that stuff started again. That's something, unfortunately, you might have to look forward to if you're thinking about having the surgery. I think it's an anesthesia thing, messes with you. Um, so I spent 2 days in the hospital, and then the rest of the time I've been at my girlfriend's house. She's been helping take care of me. Uh, I'm still, I still haven't had a chance to take a shower. I've been sponge bathing since surgery. That is kind of frustrating. It's because of the drains. Uh, I had 3 drains in when we started, and I've got 2 left. And I was hoping to get them out tomorrow. She said if they slowed down, I could get them out before 4th of July. I don't think that's gonna happen. They're draining a little too much. We'll see how I'm gonna see how they drain between tonight and into the afternoon tomorrow, and see if they don't drain a whole lot. See if the doctor can fit me in the afternoon tomorrow. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna, because my appointment, I'm supposed to have my post op, my second post op on Tuesday, but that's 4th of July, so it would have to be a Thursday, an extra 2 days. So I really don't want to wait an extra 2 days to get my drains out. Um, because I feel like I'd be able to sleep a lot more comfortable if I didn't have the drains in. My incision doesn't hurt, which is weird. Uh, Things catch on it. Like they've got some padding over certain spots to cover where my drains are to keep them from getting irritated by the binder. But we're starting to try and get the glue to let loose from the incision on the outside glue and get that off. And now things are sticking to it, so that kind of sucks. But as far as the healing goes, I'm doing fairly well. I guess it's probably about as good as be expected. I get out. a little bit. I mean, I don't get out a whole lot, but I can go out for a little bit. I can get to the store with my girlfriend and things like that, and walk around a little bit. As long as I use the cart to help hold me up, because you can't walk straight, can't stand straight up. That's another thing that's really frustrating me. The doctor said at my last post op, I could stand as straight up as I can tolerate, because we don't want me screwing up the skin tightening, so we can't have it do it too much. You don't want to pull it. So there's that, and but I'm healing fairly well comparatively, I think. Um, Emotionally, a lot of stuff's been going through my head. Uh, Definitely something I need to talk about. Um, you go back and forth between being extremely happy that stuff's gone and wishing you hadn't done it because of the pain. Uh, it's worth having skin removal surgery because it needs to be done because it's a medical necessity to do it. But um, and it makes you feel better about yourself a little bit. Well, a lot of it, but um, with the pain of it, um, some people might not think it's worth it, but I think it is. At least I keep going back and forth about that. I mean, overall, I know it's worth it, but it's very hard to reconcile that when you're hurting. And little things like I can't cuddle in bed with my girlfriend because she can't lean on me like because of the drains and the incision and stuff like that. So that kind of sucks. So uh, that takes an emotional toll. And then worrying about how clothes are going to fit. See, I don't really know how things are going to fit clothes wise. I brought all my 2X pajama pants with me to the hospital because they told me to wear stuff baggy to go home in. Um, so I did that, and it's all really loose. I had to go out. Um, that's another thing. Let me just start by saying, if you're getting ready to have the surgery, a big thing I would recommend for recovery is saving money in advance for things that last minute that come up that you'll need post surgery. Because I made sure I had about $200 that I didn't spend. That's for me. That's like 2 weeks worth of my spending money. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to go out and do anything, so it wasn't really a pain to do that for the last 2 weeks of the month. So you want to do that because of like my situation. I had to go get Dulcolax to help with my stomach because I had problems. I had complications there. I couldn't go for like 8 days. That scared the doctor for a minute there. Finally fixed that, but and then I had to didn't have enough gauze and stuff like that to change out things because I was having problems with things rubbing. They suggested certain things I could do to cover up my incision. They didn't work out as well, so I had to go buy more gauze. And then, as I was saying, talking about clothes, my pajama pants were way too big. Like I could not keep wearing the ones I wore the day that I went into the hospital. I had a hard time keeping them up when I left the hospital. Um, so we went out. I spent about $40-$50 in lounge pants because I wasn't leaving. I mean, I had shorts, but I wasn't. When I'm at home, it was easier just to be in lounge pants because they're looser than some shorts are too, elastic band wise. Um, I wear my shorts when I go out. I'm still having a little trouble with my shorts with the compression garment on, but stuff like that. You have little things that you need to get that you're not expecting you need to get. Um, and then I had to buy Best Trace ointment and stuff like that. So I would always suggest if you're getting ready to have the surgery, make sure you've got money set aside for stuff that you're not expecting, because there's always something. Um, what else? Not sure. I mean, like that's some of the big stuff. Um, but like I said, emotionally, I don't know how to feel um, when it comes to no, because you don't really ever know how you're gonna look right away. Um, yeah, it's gone, and yeah, I have a lap. That's kind of nice to say I have a lap. It's kind of weird to say I have a lap now, because my penis was so big that my cat couldn't lay on my lap and without problems and different things. Um, and so it's nice to have that. But you never know. You're not gonna really know how close fit right away. Don't get too. That's another thing advice I would give you. Don't get too excited. Yes, things are gonna look fit a little bit better when you first get out. Um, but you're also in a compressing garment. You've also got drains in that your clothes are gonna have to cover. Um, so you're not gonna know exactly how things are gonna fit. One until those things come off and the swelling goes down. I've been hearing and reading a lot that you're not really gonna know exactly how things are gonna look for like 6 to 8 weeks post surgery because of all the swelling needing to go down and things like that. The only thing that I'm noticing for me is because she took as much as she could on the side to hip off. She went as far back as she could with that. Hold on a second, I gotta readjust. Sorry, guys. It's a little sore to do that. Um, so I still have a lot of. She didn't, they didn't like liposuction like towards the back and stuff like that. So I still definitely have some butt. Uh, that I wish we could have, taken down a little more. That would have been a whole separate surgery, she said. We probably wouldn't have got that covered because that would have been considered too cosmetic. Unless I'm having problems, and I'm not really having problems back there. At least not right now. I don't know if I lose any. I don't think I'm gonna lose any more. I think I'm kind of content to maintain because I like the way my stomach gets very tight right now. I don't want to risk looser skin by trying to lose more weight. If I lose a little more, because I know I'm a little inactive right now. If I start losing a little more, when I start getting active again, that okay. But if not, I'm not worried about it. Um, so things aren't looking exactly the way I envisioned them completely. And my stomach's not as flat as I wished it was, but as my girlfriend likes to say, I have a little burr belly, which isn't bad. I mean, for a guy my age, I'm almost 40. That tends to be a thing with guys my age anyway. So it's better than it being all loose and you can grab onto it. I can't grab onto anything right now because it's so tight. So there's an advantage there. It just looks normal. Uh, Being able to see your thighs completely too. It's like when your stomach's not in the way. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a surreal thing. Um, but I just wanted to update on how I was doing. I meant to do a video before I went to the hospital, and everything got so busy before I went in. I was trying to get the house together and trying to get all that done and prep for the surgery. So maybe sometime once I get the drains and stuff out, I don't like the idea of putting the post out because that I have a hard time getting my binder on and off by myself. So, and my girlfriend's at work, so right now for a few hours. So she took like a week off, my first week of surgery, and that's all she could afford to take off. So I'm on my own for a little while. So taking off my binder is not exactly an option to show you guys. But I had some alone time, so I wanted to update. If anyone ever has any other questions about the paniculectomy that I might have missed, or just any other weird questions, just put them in the comment section below, and I'll answer them. Um, but overall, I could say this is probably the smartest thing I've ever done. Um, because while um, while it was painful and it was hard, I've never actually had a normal abdomen, I guess you could say, because I've always been heavier set ever since like junior high. Even in junior high, I had a pannus. I had a lot of apron there, so it's nice to feel normal there. It's a little distorted because I still have all the stuff in my thighs and my arms to get off. That's another thing. It gets put into perspective. You sit there going, "Oh, I'm going to do this surgery this time, and I'm going to do this next surgery in a few months after." I'm like, no, I'm not doing my arms till next year. No. uh, Doing all this and going through all this makes me, yeah, no, no, no. I'll do it after the new year at the earliest. No. I want to do my arms, my chest next, and that's going to be a hell of a recovery. And one, I got to make sure my girlfriend can save up PTO time to take off to get, again, to take care of me. And yeah, that shit's going to hurt. And I'm already hurting right now. And thinking about that, I don't want to. You get excited about doing your skin surgeries and feeling normal, and you're like, you do one, and you're like, I'm done for a while. Hell with that. Um, so But like I was saying, if anybody has any questions, just put them in the comments below. I know this is kind of a disjointed video, but I just wanted to come on and talk to everybody a little bit. Um, just kind of share some thoughts on what's been going on and things like that. As things come up, I'll talk about it more. Like especially once I get the drains and stuff out and have the binder off, I'll do a video showing how close fit maybe. Because you guys have all seen, I think I've showed you guys pictures of before how things looked. So, yeah, we'll do that later. So, I will talk to everyone soon. Have a good day.